So we made it to the area of the Buddhist temple and the little vegetarian shop near the temple where they make food, and we had breakfast, and we just had probably the best meal so far. We're on our third day here, all vegetarian, and they kept bringing us more and more food because I think they wanted to see us try it because we seemed to be liking everything we were having. So we started with these noodles, and we were told to dip these noodles in this spicy concoction, which is very good, kind of vinegary but also very spicy. And then we were brought, you could see we enjoyed the food. There was a whole plate of these yams that had been fried somehow. And then there were these spring rolls, which are so amazing. It's all different vegetable stuff, but it tastes like meat. And there's no meat product. And then we were brought this thing, which is, we think, like okra, except it's been hollowed out and then stuffed with more vegetables. So you're supposed to dip everything in there. And then we were told that one of the things this place is known for is making their own soy sauce. The women here, they make soy sauce, and it sits for 3 years. It filters and sits for 3 years before it's ready. And then after 3 years, they market it, and that's what they're making. It sells for 50,000 dong, which is about $2.50. And so then they had us try their special homemade soy sauce versus the regular, typical homemade soy sauce. And theirs is quite good. Although I have to say the typical stuff is also good and sweet, but theirs is not sweet. It's very salty and smooth. And then after all of that, as we were eating, we met this man, and he's a importer of clothing, or exporter of clothing. I think he makes the clothes here, probably under sweatshop conditions, and then he ships them all over the world, including to the Gap. He is a big supplier for the Gap. And he drove up in his fancy Lexus SUV and parked right there, blocking the... Oh, don't mind her, she's just walking by. Blocking the entrance to the Buddhist temple where we're going next. And he came in and he sat right there, kind of in our face, really. And he started eating. And then we started talking to him, and he was incredibly nice. He was telling us all about the food. He speaks English. He lives here. He's grown up in Hanoi, and his family grew up in Hanoi. And then, as we were enjoying all this food, the women in the back and this man arranged for us to have this, which is the remnants now, but this was a little pumpkin, and it was stuffed with almost like cabbage and rice and other incredible tasting things. This was the best thing I think I've had all trip, that very dish right there.
Here's the dish.
There's the dish, which you will also find a picture of later. And then, at the end, the man excused himself, said, "Very nice to meet us." We shook hands. And as he was leaving, he said it was nice to meet us and that he has paid for our breakfast, which is really astounding. No one pays for our things. And it was very touching and gave me the chills. See you again.